afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is the discussion we do every weekend, trying to be the bridge between Ghanaian students and study abroad opportunities. Now, today I have Dr. Kwesi Prof, who is an associate professor at Springfield College, vice president at Prudential Finance. So this is a big man, as we say in Ghana, but he's a very humble person. Now, what we will attempt to do today is to show you why studying abroad is very important. And I keep reminding you that one of the founding fathers of Ghana, Dr. Osagyefo Dr. Nkrumah, saw the need for this topic we're discussing and went to study abroad, linked himself up to all those civil rights activists. And that is why Ghana, we can proudly tell ourselves that we are a republic, we are an independent country. Okay, so we'll tell you why study abroad, where the opportunities are, which programs are the most sought after. So because we just can't stand up and study abroad and apply for any kind of opportunities. We spoke last time about IT jobs. It's highly sought after. People are getting good jobs. They're even working remotely. They're paying very well. We spoke about the medical field, lab technician, nursing, midwifery, medicine, all that, RN, CN. We spoke about all that. Today, Doc is going to help us to continue that issue so that you can benefit. Because as you and I know, because of the free SHS, we're having more Ghanaian students coming out of the schools, and yet they don't have any opportunity because the opportunities are limited in Ghana. So if you can travel outside, they say travel and see. And I always quote this Amachi Dede song, if you can better yourself somewhere, there's no reason why you should be stuck in one place called Ghana. The world is a global village now, so everywhere is at your fingertips. Okay. Now, one day I'll let Doc, I think maybe I'll even ask him to share his experience, where he came from Ghana. And today, look at what he's doing. Because of studying abroad opportunities, he started a company, he's employing people, he's sending money back and building Ghana. That is the essence of this whole discussion we're having. Doc, welcome.
Thank you, madam. I'm glad to be here.
Great. Now, I don't know if you would like to share, just to inspire maybe some young person somewhere. How did you come to be associate professor? And where did you start? In Kumasi, right?
Yes. So I was born in Old Tafo in Kumasi, where I grew up. I was actually born at Komfanochi Hospital, and I lived in Kumasi for a long time. Truth be told, I wasn't one of the smartest kids in the world, but I decided that I'm going to read my books and I'm going to be very serious and focused as a person. So I took that, and you would always see me in the evenings going to Osechu Trail Cares to study with a big student bag. And God being so good, my uncles and other people around me really helped me. And I was able to do well at the O levels. I was able to get a distinction. And I went to Opoku School. I was nowhere near Opoku School. I started at Adventist Day Secondary School, Bantima SDA. And then because I was able to perform well, I was able to go to Opoku School. And when you go to Opoku School, you mix with a lot of really smart people, smart boys, smart guys. You learn a lot, and they really help you because now you are among a group of people whose parents are doing very well and who are going somewhere. And at Opoku School, I was blessed enough. I was able to get 3 A's. Able to go to University of Ghana, Legon. It's in part because I took my studies seriously. I made good friends, and I had great teachers there. And they all helped me, my community, and everybody supported me. I was at Legon for about a year at the School of Administration, and then the university was shut down. So life was becoming a little bit aimless, and you are home doing nothing. So I decided to travel abroad. I decided to get admission to universities around the world, and I was lucky. First, it didn't work out for Canada. That night, I felt like, oh my God, Canada didn't work out. What am I going to do with my life? The following week, I had an appointment at the British High Commission, and the British High Commission worked out. So it worked out. You go to London, you're going to study abroad, but you have some money. You need to work a little bit. You need to, do some cleaning. You need to do security guard. You need to work at kitchen at KFC. You need to do a few things that will teach you life and humble you as a person. And there's nothing wrong.
So you were paying your own tuition?
Yeah, you have to pay for yourself.
So you did all the cleaning just to pay your tuition?
You have to do.
Wow.
Yeah, you have security guard.
These are the stories the young people need to hear.
And it's not easy anywhere, but you can do it, and you can make it with the help of God and great people around you. I met someone I never knew. I met him in church. I think at some point I couldn't pay my tuition, and he helped me. He's a guy from Accra, and he saw that this is a Ghanaian guy who wants to do well for himself. He just doesn't have it. He helped me, and that man, I'm just praying for the day that I'll meet him so I can pay him 1,000 times. You know, and you know, amazingly, I was.
Do you remember his name?
I have to go back to the pastor in the church where I was to remember him, because at that time I was in a serious bind. But he's like, that's okay. Here it is. Just go pay your tuition.
So
and
this
go
Ghanaian from some nowhere, doesn't know you anywhere, just met you in church, paid your tuition.
Exactly. There's a lot of people,
beautiful Ghanaians are.
There's a lot of angels around you. You just need to have faith and take action. When you have faith and take action, angels, people will come around you and they will help you. They don't have to know you. You don't have to be their brother or sister or any. They are just there to help you, and God will open doors for you. Okay. So I was in London studying, and then when I got my bachelor's degree in 1999, I did the ACCA, the Chartered Accountant. I finished that in 1999. I was serious. You have to be serious in life to make it. You have to take your book seriously. You go to school, you come, you take a nap, you refresh your brain, get up and study, and make sure that the purpose for which you are there is working. You know, I'll go to work at night. I'll come home around 4 a.m. I'll sleep for 2 hours and get up and then go chase the bus and go to school, because I was trying to make life. Right? Trying to make life. And that's how life is made. And as you're doing all of this, there will be people all around looking at you and trying to help you. A lot of people fed into my life, people who will cook for me. There are days where I'll stay in somebody's house, they will cook and say, hey, you look hungry, come get some food. Some Ghanaian women that I don't even know, they will help you. People will help you, not because you are their family. It's because you are a child of God, you are a Ghanaian, you're trying to make life. They see that you are serious, you are zealous, you want to go somewhere. So I finished that, and then, you know, I got a green card to come live in the US. And guess what? One of my friends, he called me and said, hey, listen, I did the green card lottery for you. You won. I said, where is it? He gave it to me. I got the visa. I put it under my bed for about 3 months or so. And when, like 1 week before it expired, I came to the US and I came to live here. You know,
why didn't you want to go?
The steps of a righteous man is ordered by the Lord. Okay. So you don't even have to do a green card. If God wants to give you a green card, he will give you a green card. People will adopt you. People will do green card for you. People will do things for you. You just need to be serious. Respect women in life. Men who respect women always succeed. And those who don't, they find themselves in a lot of trouble. Respect women, respect the girls in your life, do the best you can for yourself, and life will play fair with you. Got the green card, I came here. You know, I have a bachelor's degree in the US. If you don't get your education from the US, when you come here, you have to do what we call Americanize. You have to go to some American school. So I was doing my master's at the University of Maryland, University of Baltimore at night, and I was working at KFC training some African Americans. And I was also working as an accountant. At each point in my life, you could see that I have 2 or 3 jobs going on at the same time. It is it's the reality of the hustler. Okay? That is our reality. We work hard, we play hard, we have fun, and we do good, right?
And today, look at you. You are going on holidays everywhere. Like the efforts, I think the emphasis I want to place on your story is the investment you made in your life, the seriousness. Because investment is not just about money, it's the time. The investment you made in time to sit down and read, study is what is materializing in what you're doing, and even being associate professor, helping other Ghanaians to get admission to study. And I hear there's a new promotion in the offering that even Ghana, we didn't do anything for you, but we stand to benefit from your new position as a chair in charge of the MBA for STEM education. I'm just, my heart is, you know, full just to see another Ghanaian doing this and being celebrated, you know, for the effort that they've made.
Thank you. So as an incoming MBA director for Springfield College, and that's one of my goals is to help people like me. First, I wanted to start off by giving 2 scholarships at my 50th anniversary, and you can see it on YouTube, Dr. Ampoful's 50th anniversary. I gave 2 scholarships. One was for my family, and then 2 was for my teachers. And I intend to continue that. I have my own not-for-profit to help single moms and kids that are struggling and going through it like I went through, because I remember where I came from, right?
Yeah.
And so you want to be able to help, give a hand to somebody who is trying to be somebody. And the goal there is I want to, as many Ghanaians as possible, to come here, emulate what we have done, and make it even better. Make it even better, right? If you go to my MBA classes, you go to my PhD classes, they will tell you this kid from Africa, he was the valedictorian, so serious, and you always be helping people, and he always get the best grades. Is because we don't have time to play and waste. We want to represent our country. We want to represent our moms and dads who have fought so hard for us to be somewhere. And so when we compete at the global level, I see a lot of Ghanaians, they win. As an adjunct professor at the University of Connecticut for over 20 years, I taught a lot.
You've taught there for over 20 years. Wow.
In the MBA program, in the bachelor's program, I've taught there, and I've met a lot of Ghanaians. I've met a lot of people throughout my lecturing and teaching process. And, Ghanaians are blessed. Ghanaian men, Ghanaian women, they are all very smart and hardworking and creative people. All you need is the chance to do it. Travel abroad and see. You can help yourself, help your family. But as you travel abroad, remember this. You have to work hard. You have to respect women.
Your story generally kind of answers our first question, which is why study abroad? Because you are a living testimony of the numerous benefits that can spring out of one person studying abroad, making a better life for themselves, and the impact on other Ghanaians. So tell me more about this scholarship, because that is, the essence of this discussion, that you have two scholarships we've unveiled on your 50th birthday, one for family. Is it going to a family member, or is going to maybe somebody from your village or somebody from Bantama in Kumasi? Because I know the Bantama MP. So yes. if it's going to somebody in Bantama, then we can look at it. Other Ghanaians who, and then there another one for other people. Can another Ghanaian, how do they apply? How do they get it?
So on my 50th birthday, I just looked at the grace of God upon my life and the hand that God has, put on me, and the people that have helped me so much. And there's nothing better I could do than, number one, honor my mother. Right? I keep emphasizing this point about mother and woman. Bible says if you don't take care of the wife of your youth, God will not even answer your prayers. So it's serious to God, and it has to be serious to you. So I named the scholarship after my mother, who didn't have much, but she helped me with everything that she had to be where I am. So I named that scholarship, and we gave it to one Ghanaian kid in our community. And I think it was great. And then the second one was for my teachers. That went to a girl. The mother one went to a girl, and then the teachers one went to a boy. Keep following me. One day I wake up, hey, I'll have another scholarship. That's how I am. I always.
So what's the total sum of the scholarship? How much is it?
Each of those scholarships was $500 each to get. As you progress and do well, we have other opportunities and other ways to help you make money. And we want to just help people who are serious, who want to do things with their lives, get better. And when you get there, don't forget that somebody helped you to get there. You too help somebody else. This is like the man who paid my tuition, right? He helped me, not that I can only help my family, not that I can only help myself, but that I can help other people.
Yeah.
You understand? So you pass on the blessing. So reach back out and lift other people up. That's the strategy. You help other people that are not just your family, people you don't know. Okay. And that is what I'm talking about.
Okay. So, Doc, now let's go to the next question, which is, and the story is so beautiful. I wish we could just go and on and on and on. And it just warms my heart because I have a non-profit in Ghana. I focus on rural areas, like the last project I did was in providing school desk for school children who are sitting under trees, shea butter trees. And I still dream about those kids. That it haunts me when your heart will be broken if you see shea butter, big shea butter. And the school has been in existence for 11 years. The village is called Yowiri. It's in Solatuna Kaba district. And before Solatuna Kaba district, we did Bawakra. It's in Oti region. And the children were sitting in a classroom made of clay. and there were no desk. You have to bring a chair from a stool from your mother's kitchen. And in that rural area, they don't. How many people have stools in their mother's kitchen? And before that, we did another one. Adanse. No, Adanse Odumasi we didn't do. We did Aminem. So where we built a school block,
That's
a whole
amazing.
unit classroom block, yes. And the last elections, even the electoral commission was using that school as one of the voting centers, and my heart was just filled. So
Please send me the websites. That's
yeah,
important to me. Thank
yeah,
you. I appreciate that for sharing
yeah,
that.
yeah. So it's just beautiful. But
Yes.
and so when I see people doing it, and I also went to a school like yours, Community number 2, it's a village school, Redemption Valley. It's a cemetery school. The school itself is situated in a cemetery. My mother used to sell plantain, cassava to help my dad to take care of us. My dad himself, not much a seaman. So I've come from nothing. And I know the only reason why now, if you mention my name, somebody says, oh, I know if is because my dad said, my child will not stay at home. You have to go to school, no matter what. And he gave his all. Even when at difficult times, sometimes he would borrow money from my uncles and you say, I'll pay your fees. You have to go. You can't come. You have to go to school.
That's
My
right.
mom will sell contomere or plantain and say, you have to go to school. And
That's
all
right.
of his children went to school. So I just feel like education is a key tool for inclusion. Else people will
Absolutely.
be excluded from the community. So I really associate with your
Thank
story.
you.
And that's one of the reasons why I like you all the time. So
Thank you.
let's go to our next question, which is that now that we know that there's a huge benefit in studying abroad because of that limited opportunities that it exposes you to, let's look at what are the top programs, because it's not just about studying abroad.
Right.
What program must you apply for? What ones offer you the best chances of employment, of at least making yourself useful? And then we'll come to the schools that correspond with those programs.
That is a very, very good question. I would say that, Bible says your gifts will make room for you. Okay. Your gifts. Every person has a gift. So normally I ask students, are you good in math or English, or are you 50-50? If you are somebody who is really, really, really good in math, your gift is mathematical, in the sciences, the STEMs, the technology, all of that, right? If you are somebody who is very, very good in English, but you don't like math, political science, sociology, some soft stuff that also are very, very useful. And if you are in between, like me, I'm a 50-50 guy. I can cut a little bit math, I can cut a little bit English. So economics, accounting, finance, business. So you center there. And what I want Ghanaians to understand is the fact that I'm a CPA, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm a finance and accounting guy, doesn't mean that's all I do. I'm also an
That's a
entrepreneur.
very important point. Yeah.
Do you understand? I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a couple of businesses that, I oversee them. I'm the CEO of those businesses, right? And I'm doing what I like to make money. There is nothing wrong with making multiple streams of income. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't limit yourself and say that, because I'm not good in math, if you're not good in math and you do sociology, that is your pathway. Martin Luther King Jr. did sociology. You do sociology, that's your pathway to doing law. Or very good newscaster. Or, there's so much opportunities out there. And don't feel in America, whatever course of study that you are good at, that your gifts lead you to, is not going to be wasted. It's all up to you how you want to use it. I've seen people who don't have bachelor's degree, they have millions of dollars because they do taking care of old people. People are going to get old. So if all you do is serve people and clean people and teach them and help them out, that's fine. You can make money doing that. And if you want to come to college, as the topic of this is, then look at your own strengths. Look at your own opportunities. In the future, I see STEM taking over. I see artificial intelligence and cybersecurity taking over. I see business and accounting is always going to be there because you need to comply with regulations. Law and politics is always going to be there. News is going to be there. So do some things like healthcare is going to be there. People are going to grow old. They're going to need people to take care of them. Even exercise and health and fitness is going to be there. beautification, beauty studies is going to be there.
It's a huge, even in Ghana, it's a huge thing now. I mean, I was telling somebody, your professor friend, Dr. Adade, last week, that when we were growing up, we thought, oh, those who didn't make it to university were the ones who went to study beauty and health, hair and all that. Now, bankers are doing hair, lawyers are abandoning their profession and setting up hair, multi businesses in hair. Because women, I mean, there's a lot of income going, a lot of money going in the hair and beauty industry is huge.
That's right. That's right. And so what that leads you to is, if you're a lawyer and you also like to do hair, well, have an LLC, a limited liability corporation on the side doing hair. And then daytime, you go do your law. You have multiple streams of income. Have you learned a little bit about Donald Trump? He has so many LLCs. He has a lot of money because the kid is tireless and he's working to make money. I am saying to you that you don't have to be focused on one thing. You can do your main thing and have other things on the side to help you. Because remember, the money that you make is not just for you. It's for you, your family, your friends, and the people that you don't know. The people in Ghana that are waiting on you. One day when you go to Ghana, the one thing that I like to do, go to Ghana, I go to the market, I see this market woman with children behind her, and I intentionally give them some dollars that they can, maybe they don't even have anybody abroad who will give them money. So I make sure I give it to them. I tell them, go here and change it. This is a lot of money. It can be their capital. And you help them that way. That is how God has descended to bless the children of God. We as human beings need to bless others. The only way you can bless others is if you have money. And the only way you're going to have money is you need to work hard and have some side gigs and obviously do what you got to do to make money. But if you are lazy, you don't want to work, you only have one job, you are letting the system control you. Why do you have to have only one job? You don't do that. You do that to yourself. The day you lose that job, then that's the end of you.
You have nothing. Yeah, that's a very, very important point. So, Doc, now having explained about the programs, now you are in the U.S. system. You've been in education for over 20 years. Tell us, for instance, somebody who wants to do STEM. Like I said, these are very high-paying skill set now. What schools do you think they should look at? Those who are not good in math, but they're very good in reading in the English. Which schools would you? And then we'll come back to the colleges, because I understand that the colleges have cheaper tuition than the Ivy League. So we are not thinking about the Ivy Leagues, except if you are very, very good and you can tap into the scholarship and the funding available there. But tell us.
So that's a great question. If you are one of the students who is getting you are a grade student, extremely smart in Ghana, there's no reason why you can't go to Harvard, and Harvard has everything. And then MIT, and then you have Drexel, University of Pennsylvania, University of Virginia, Virginia Tech. All those are big names. I'm a graduate from Virginia Tech, and I'm very proud of them. They have a lot of money. Virginia Tech, they have millions of dollars in endowment. If you are a smart kid, they will give you full tuition. You can go there and study. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Virginia Tech, you can look at it online. If you are really smart, PhD is free. So if you already have a bachelor's degree, you don't need a master's degree to get a PhD.
So you can apply for PhD straight up and it's free. And okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
PhD is free. You're going to go there. You're going to be a research assistant. They will pay you. They will pay you room and board and scholarship. Maybe not a lot of money, but for a Ghanaian kid, if you are paid $20,000, it's okay. And then you'll be able to do what you need to do. Now, all those are regional or Ivy League schools. Those are big name schools like University of Connecticut, where I've been an adjunct professor for 20 years, like Virginia Tech, like University of Virginia, University of Maryland, University of Baltimore, University of Delaware. You're looking at Rhode Island University. You're looking at MIT, Southern Connecticut.
Georgetown, George Mason, Washington. These are all Ivy Leagues. New York University, Columbia.
Exactly. Columbia. If your grades are good, you score very high on the SATs, and your WAEC exam is excellent, by all means, go to those schools. You'll get admission, and they will help you pay some of the tuition. Even if they don't help you, we know how to get you nighttime jobs that will help you make money and be able to pay for those tuition. Remember, university is a business.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will get scholarships, sometimes you will not. If you don't get it, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We know we all came in with, nothing like that, but we were able to survive it because we have some nighttime jobs and stuff that we do that will help us to pay. Okay. Now, if you are not top of your class, but you are an average kid, you get a B and you want to come, it's okay. You can also apply to the state universities and the colleges. And then once you are in the system, if your grade point average improves, you can go to the higher schools. Okay. Even you can come to a community college. And if you come to a community college, they want a B, B minus, even a C, they will take you. Once you are in that system, you study hard, you can get your grades up, you can go to the big boys, the big girls schools. Okay. So don't feel like right now, because you are not the A grade, you can't come to the US. I know people who, when we were in Ghana, they couldn't pass O level. In America here, they are doctors. I'm telling you, people who couldn't pass O level in Ghana, but here in America, they are doctors. Because here we have multiple choice. You don't know, give it a B or a C, move on. All right. We all know how to study. There's a lot of technology infrastructure for you, how to learn and study and get better. We have a lot of tutors, academic support centers that will teach you how to study and how to do best on your exams. Okay. So it is just an easier system. The American and the Canadian system is a little bit easier than the British system or the Ghanaian system. And so if I was sitting in Ghana, like when I was in Ghana, I was, wanting to be here, Canada, US, Canada, US. I couldn't come here. I went to Britain. But as soon as I finished my British education, when I came here, it came in handy. And I was able to come here and drive to Canada without a visa. Remember my story about Canada? I didn't get a visa, but now I can drive to Canada for free.
And you see, I think that's also a very, very important and beautiful story at the same time, because a lot of Ghanaian students say, "Oh, we want to go to America," and they are fixated on it, and that's all it is for them. But like you said, you wanted Canada, you didn't get it. Your heart was broken, but it didn't stop you. You still worked hard to get another school in UK. You did it, and that facilitated your move to the US without a question. So exactly. I think maybe, I don't know if you can give these students some advice that you may be looking at US. If you don't get it, go through another route and still get to the same destination.
Exactly. I mean, that's an excellent explanation, paraphrase that you just did. So don't be fixated that by all means, I must go to Canada or I must go to US or I must go to Britain. No, your path may get there eventually, but it may take you going to Australia to the US, or it may take you going to the US to Canada. It may take you going to Britain to USA. And, you have to be open-minded and you have to be multitasking, right? You have to put in your mind that, I'm going to try maybe 3 or 4 of these. And by all means, one of them is going to work out for me. It's okay. Whatever works out, take it and shine the corner where you are. Do better where you are. It's more important. Once you do better where you are, that is what's going to lift you to where you want to be.
Okay.
Right. Okay. That's the advice.
Okay, good. And so, Doc, then explain to me, now you've given us the if you are an average, you can look at the state universities, community colleges. Are there any schools that come to mind?
Oh, so when we come to the community colleges, every state in the US has a community college, like California State Community College, Manchester Community College, Virginia Community College. Every state, all the 52 states have community college system. And these community college systems are like the former A levels.
Oh, okay.
You go there, you study, the tuition is very cheap. And the grades and the transcripts that you get from the community colleges, they are accepted in every university.
Okay.
So some people start from there and they transfer first 2 years community college, and then they get an associate degree, which we used to call A levels. And then that transfers you into a second year at any university. You can go to Harvard, you can go to Yale, you can go to any university that you want. So sometimes if you cannot start from the top, it's okay. Start from where you can, even if you are a C student, start from where you can, get your act together, and then move on to where you want to be. And that's a good strategy.
Okay. And I like the point you made about even if your grade is C, because a lot of people have given up on life because they wrote their WASI and probably the grades were not good. Or they finished university and they finished with maybe very, very bad GPA. Some people even finish with a pass. So it's very embarrassing for them. Some finish with a second class lower. So they think, oh, well, I have nothing, I have nowhere to go and all that. What would be your advice to them? Because you said even when you're a C student, there's still opportunities for you. And people who are like that are now doctors.
Thank you. So if I told you my story, when I went to secondary school, there were 30 people in my class. I was number 27 out of 30. Okay, 27. You see this thing? When the results came, I was pounding for food. My mom was so mad at me. She goes, pim, and then it hit me here. All right, 27 out of 30. That was me back in 1986. My friends will tell you that. And then you know what I did? I prayed to God and I asked him for one thing. Give me wisdom and help me to be the best. The next semester, I became number 7 out of 30.
Wow. You jumped 20 places.
Exactly. The next semester, I became number 2 out of 30. Wow. People started criticizing me. Oh, his mother has some stuff. He's helping his kids.
I know, right?
His mother has this. No. It was all because I was serious and I was steady. I knew that life was leaving me behind if I don't hurry up and study. Okay. People were saying, well, you're not such a big, handsome guy. So, no lady wants you and all that. So you might as well study, right? So I said, listen, I'm going to study. As for that, I'll do. So I did study. And then from 2, I became number 1. And I was number 1 for many, many years. It's because I asked for wisdom and then I worked hard. Wow. Today I have 2 PhDs. Not because I am smarter. It's because I work hard. If I focus on something that I want to do, I will do it. And it's nothing to do with being born brilliant or anything. It's because I plan my study. I'm going to study 1 hour today. Okay, so I come back from school. I take a nap. I wake up. I study 1 hour. And then I'm gone. And if you keep consistently doing that, executing your plan, the God that you prayed to give you wisdom will give you the wisdom and you will be able to study and you will pass. And even when you are weak, he will bring angels who are professors your way to help you. There have been some exams that I didn't think I was going to pass. But this professor looks at you and is like, you are from Ghana, right? You know Nkrumah, right? And then you will see your report card is A-. You wonder to yourself, how did I get this A-? So all of us who are PhDs, who are smart, we do our things, but there is favor everywhere in life. There is favor, there is anointing, there is blessing everywhere. There are angels everywhere. I remember when I was going to write my first Doctor of Business Administration exams, I was supervised by an African-American woman, and she came all the way from North Carolina to Florida to become my supervisor. For somehow, God brought her into my life. And, I went to the exams. They were testing me about Sarbanes-Oxley. 4 hours, I was sitting down writing exam. The exam was like A-levels to me. To me, it wasn't that hard. I wrote it, I passed it, right? And then you go somewhere and this man or this woman will come around. They will come to you and say, I want to help you. And then you know that, the God that you serve is speaking.
Yeah, it's working.
People are coming to help you. Just be humble and work hard. Yeah. Be humble. Okay. Work hard, treat women right, be serious with your life. And there's no way you can fail. You cannot fail. Even the devil cannot fail you.
The story is it's too powerful. So even if you have a C, make an effort, invest time in it, and you still get a school. So with the C, you can use the C to still get a community college. Use that as a springboard to get to where you want to get to.
Exactly.
Right?
This is what America is about. We want to take the weakest in society and make them the best in society. Okay. We want to start you with a C and see that you are trying. Next semester, maybe you are a C, now you are a B. Now you are a B+. Now you are an A-. Now you are an A. As long as you keep improving, nobody really cares about your C and your D. Nobody is going to hold it against you. All of us, ask a lot of smart PhDs and say, did you ever get a C or a D when you were in college? Some of us, we got that too. But it doesn't matter. As long as my GPA in my master's degree was 3.9, my PhD was 3.9. That's all people don't judge you from where you came from.
Yeah.
They judge you from where the last place that you finished. So keep improving, keep getting yourself better. All of us, we have some C's, we have some stuff we are not proud about, but we work on it. So once people see that you are working on it and you are trying to be better, then they will help you. So don't let your C bring you down. We've all had C's. You are not a C material. Just keep getting better, and then it will do well. Thank you.
But look, you shared your experience about applying to all these schools. How can maybe a boy or a girl who comes from maybe Fanchinebe to Mecho, Adansi Odumase, how can they do this on their own? Where do they start from? Do they Google? Where how would they start?
That's a great question. There's a lot of ways that you can start. One of the ways is you can go to an internet cafe near where you are, and then have someone who is into that system help you. Another way is go to Google USA schools for, let's say, STEM. They will come up. Just follow the application. Even when it comes to paying the tuition, you can tell them you don't have money to pay. Some of the counselors are so nice, they will tell you, it's okay, I'm going to waive it for you. You see, you think you are sitting in Fanchinebe to me chalk, and you are the only one, but there are angels around you trying to help you. God has put people in your path trying to help you. So the moment you send that application, we know you couldn't even pay your application fee, but we still want you because you're a smart kid. So we're going to waive it and then let you apply and then let it come through. And then, you do, like I said before, do some in Canada, some in USA, some in England, some in Australia. Keep trying your best. And then, make friends with people who are not your age group. People like me. I know I'm not your friend. I'm not your age. But you can make friends with people like that. Because people like that, that's how you learn from them. And when you need help, they help you. You understand? That's how life works. If you are only friends with your equals, you are not learning anything. You need to make friends with ladies, make friends with guys, make friends with people who are older than you, people who are younger than you. You will be amazed how much the young people can teach you and how much different people can teach you. When I go to class at UConn, one of the reasons why I've been able to stay there for 20 years is because sometimes I sit down, I give them a project about a public company, and I sit down and I ask my students to teach me, what did you learn based on what we learned in class? How do you apply to this public company? Will you buy their stock? Yes or no, and why? And then I sit down and let them teach me. Then I learn and I grow with them. So I'm always growing the same way that they are growing. And so I think that you need to make different kinds of friends, and different friends will give you different gifts and help you in different ways. Maybe you don't have internet, but your friend has internet. When I was growing up, I had friends who came from rich homes. They had internet, so I could use their internet too, right? So that's how you do it.
Okay. So, Doc, can you tell us about now you have a school. Now, you, at least you know where you are starting from. You know the programs that you should look for and all that. Student visas. You were fortunate. Because you had this background, you were able to get the green card. But at least when you're going to the UK, you went with a student visa.
Yes.
How should they prepare? Because I think that's also one of the headaches that young people are facing in Ghana, student visas. What will you tell them? How to get a student visa?
The student visa, once they give you the invitation they give you the admission from the school. That's the first thing you need. You need to get an admission from an accredited university anywhere, whether it's UK, Australia, USA, wherever. You get the admission letter. And 2, you're going to need to show a bank account, a bank statement. And the bank statement needs to have some money in it to show that you'll be able to pay. Okay. Now, the bank statement, you can approach people who are your family abroad or who you know abroad and see, can you help me get, sponsorship or a bank statement to help support my application? I was lucky. The same guy who helped me with the green card, he gave me his bank statement. So when I go to the interview, it was there for me. It was just there. Okay. Like I told you, when I was denied at Canada, the next day I went to UK, the lady looked at me and said, oh, so you have admission at the University of Sheffield. What are you going to be doing there? I said, I just want to go and study. He said, how are you going to pay for your tuition? I gave her the bank statement. He said, just go and come back. I was at Legon. He said, just go to campus, come back, 12 o'clock, your visa will be ready.
And your visa was ready?
Yes. Remember this. These embassies is a business for them. They want you to come here. If you don't come to the school here, we who are teaching, who are we going to teach? How are we going to make our money? We want you to come here, We want to show you how to make money so you can pay your tuition and you can be the next Dr. Ampofo. Just like I'm sitting here, you're going to be the one sitting here telling other people. So we want you to come. Don't go
and they make money from you people, because look, Doc, look, all that money you're making, they are taking the taxes on it. So they really want you to travel.
They want you to come. They want you to come and work. They want you to come to school. You are the reason why this world is going around. If everybody was staying in Ghana and none of us came here, all these things won't be happening. So don't think that anybody is against you. They want you to come. But you have to be bold. You have to be prayerful. You have to be respectful. And don't lie too much, because sometimes when you lie, you limit your chances. And people will see through the lie and they will deny you. If you don't have, tell them, I'm sorry, I don't have it. If there's any help you can offer me, please do. And then that's it. They will help you because it's a business for them. For example, my university, where I am now, they want us to go to Ghana so bad and recruit people, because without these people coming from Africa, Ghana, and other parts of the world, they don't have a lot of students. They need students. And you are there. You want to come. You want to work hard. You want to study hard, and you want to pay them. You are making their system go around. Okay. Now, one thing that you mentioned that was very important is the visa situation. And a lot of schools are facing those challenges. They get the green card, they get the bank statement, they go to the visa, and it takes forever, and they don't get the visa on time. Okay. You know, one thing I'll say is, one, say a prayer. Two, if you don't get the visa this year, just let it say, defer your admission to the following year. If you don't go to school this year, it's not the end of you. You can go the following year. Okay. So just defer the admission until you get the visa. Once you get a student visa and you come, they will give you a work permit. You use the work permit to do some jobs, side hustles here and there, and go to school. These are your formative years. For the next 4 or 5 years, you'll be going to school and working side hustles and stuff. After that, you have a big job that pays you a lot of money, and you'll be able to, help your family back home and help yourself, and even get a master's or a PhD if you decide to, right? So that's how it works.
Okay. So, Doc, any final thoughts? Because I want us to do a second part of this, because I think what you intended to do in Ghana. I mean, I think I'll be part of this thing so that we can really get a lot of students to your university. But more importantly, when you come to Ghana one day, we will do this mentorship session and really, imbibe new thinking into our young people, because that's also a struggle for lots of people. The confidence level is low and all that. I really want us to do this huge mentorship drive to give people that confidence. It doesn't matter whether you have a C, whether you have a D, there is opportunity for you. So don't limit yourself just because of one exam. So WAEC can be maybe maybe you were in a bad mood that day, maybe you were not well that week. That's not the end of your life. There are opportunities that you can take advantage of. So we will do that. So any final thoughts on this? And then we'll do a part 2 another time.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. My parting words will be, have faith, have hope in yourself, have confidence in yourself, work hard, spend time working hard. Don't mess up with ladies, treat the woman right, and ask God for wisdom. Once you do these things, you feel the Spirit upon you. You will start doing better, and everything you do will become very successful. Things will change for you. Don't give hope until the day you are dead under the ground. As long as you are breathing and on earth, you will do great. There's a lot of us who are waiting for you to succeed and trying to see how we can reach out to you and help you. Remember where I came from 27 to 1. Okay, 27 out of 30 to 1. I almost failed the class. I was almost the last person. Okay, remember that. And it's not because of anything other than asking God for wisdom and working hard for myself. And I wish you the same. Do well, make us proud. Okay, we are all here waiting for you to succeed so that I believe in my ladies. I believe in my guys. I believe in my Ghanaian, my African people. I know you can do it. You are the next story to be told. You are the next Akwesi, and you can do it. And I'll back it up with everything that I have. Okay. So see you next time. Thank you.
Prof, thank you so much, Professor Dr. Ampofo. is the associate professor at Springfield College. He's taught over 20 years at University of Connecticut, and he's starting a new MBA program. He's also the vice president at Prudential Financial. This is a man who is a gem, and he came from Bantama, almost the last person in his class to the first in his class. And now he teaches multiple of students. You can be the next person. My name has been Efia Pokia. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.
Thank you.
Doc, medasi baby, medasi.
Thank you for inviting